Today we'll solve general revision on unit 12 from المعاصر book, page 52. Look at with me about question number 1 here. Space is a circular divided into sectors. We called it pie chart. Pie chart meaning a circle divided into sectors. We have here two sectors, okay? And what about the sector? Question number 2. A sector is a part of a circular region which is bounded by an arc. This is called part, we call this curve arc, okay? Arc of the circle and the two radii. Again, the sector is a part of circular region which bounded by this part bounded by arc of the circle and the two radii. This line segment we call it radius. The radius is the line segment joined between the center of the circle and any point in the circle. We call this radius and this line segment radius. Then this part which lies between arc and two radii in any circle we call it arc. And this part again we called it here, in this part we called it sector. In the sector, it's meaning a part of a circular region which is bounded by an arc. Is called this here arc of the circle and the two radii. This part determined between two radii and arc, and this part determined between two radii and arc. Then it's a definition of a sector. But a pie chart, it's a circle divided in two sectors. Such as that 2 sectors, 3 sectors, 4 sectors, anything. We call it pie chart. But a sector is a part of a circular region which is bounded by any arc of the circle and two radii. Question number 3. The sum of measure of angles accumulative around the point it will be 360. 360. What about accumulative? It's meaning in any circle we have such as that here 4 angles. If we have circles here and 2 or a lot of straight line intersect on point, then we called it accumulative angles. Sum of measure of angles accumulating around at point as the center of the circle equal 360 degrees. Okay, then the measure of sum of all angles here it will be 360. We called it accumulating around the point. Understood? Again, we have here straight line. This straight line, the measure of it equal 180, and here straight line down 180. Some of them equal 180 plus 180 equals 360. If we draw a circle here and the center of this circle lies in this straight line, and we will divide it this straight line or divide the circle a lot of parts, then the area divided by a lot of parts here to find the area. But in this example he asked about the sum of measures of angles accumulating around the point as the center of the circle. It will be 360. Question number 4. The fraction which represents that shaded part here. Question number 4. We have a circle and here divided 3 parts. He divided here 3 parts from 4 parts. The result will be the fraction here, it will be 3 over 4. 3 over 4 is the fraction which represents the shaded part. Question number 5. The measure of the center angle of shaded sector here. We have sector, it's part colored, you won't find the angle here, it will be 90 degrees. Okay. The measure of center angle of the shaded sector it will be 90 degrees. 360 divided by 4 it will be 90 degrees. Question number 6. The measure of center angle which represents half circle, right half reduced by 360 it will be 180 degrees. We have a circle divided into 2 parts here, up and down. The measure here in the down it will be 180 degrees. The measure of the half of the circle will be 180 degrees. Next question. The fraction represents science box sector here. We can write sum of all decimal numbers. The result subtract from 1. Okay, right, 1 subtract by 0.2 is French, and social studies 0.1, and math is 0.25, and English 0.15. Right, 1 subtract by some of them. Right here 0 and here 0. 5 plus 5 10. 0 and carry 1 2 plus 2 4. 4 plus 1 5. 5 plus 2 plus 7. This is the difference between them. Write 1 and put point and 0 behind it to find the difference between 7 tenths and 1. 0 minus 7 we can't do it. Put 1. 10 minus 7 it will be 3, and 0 minus 0 equals 0. Then the result will be 0.3. Okay, this part here in the science it will be 0.3. Then the friction resistant, the science box sector is 0.3. Question 8, in the opposite figure, the missing fraction of by chart, we can add two fractions here and the result subtract from 1, because 1 equal 100%. 1 subtract by 7 over 20 plus 5 over 20. 1 subtract by 7 plus 5 equal 12. 12 over 20. And then you can convert 1 here like denominator, right? 20 over 20. Right, 20 in the numerator. 20 minus 12 equal 8. Then the result will be 8 over 20. And then you can divide it by 4, numerator and denominator. 8 divided by 4 equal 2. 20 divided by 4 equal 5. The result will be 2 over 5. Okay, you can write 8 over 20 or 2 over 5 as you like, but exact result you must write in the simplest form. Next question. Here, question not number here, number 9. The opposite figure is the friction. He asked about the friction which represents the number of students who prefer strawberry. How many students here prefer strawberry? 50 students prefer here. Okay, 50. Then he won't find the friction about this question here. Okay, he won't find the friction. Okay, you can find the friction here by write the number of students which prefer strawberry and divided the number of them by the total number. Then question number 9, letter A is the friction whose represents the number of students who prefer strawberry. You can write the number of students which prefer strawberry 50 over the sum of all students 25 plus 25 plus 50, it will be 100. Then the ratio it will be half. Or you can look at the circles here, he divided half the circle. Then the result will be 1 over 2. Question letter B. The friction which represents the number of students who prefer mango. We can write here mango we have 25 over 100. It will be fourths. 1 over 4, okay? Or you can look at the circle here, he divided it 4 parts. And the result here will be about this part 1 over 4. Okay, 25 over 100 equal 1 over 4. Or you can look at the circle here and he divided this circle 4 parts equality, and this part refers to 1 from 4 parts. Question here number 10. In the opposite figure, the friction of football is what? Football here, he colored half of the circle. Then the ratio here about football, it will be 1 over 2 because he divided this circle about football will be half here. Half, okay. Half. About letter A, it's a football. Question letter B, the friction of tennis here. Look at the tennis, about this circle here. 1 part tennis, this part refers to the tennis. Okay, this part refers to 1 over what? You can complete this circle and divided it, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 over 8. Then the friction of tennis, it will be 1 over 8. Okay. And question letter C is the friction of handball. Handball here, he colored here. Look at handball. I will draw a new circle, and handball here refers to the force of this circle. It's handball. Then the ratio will be 1 over 4. Okay, letter C. Okay, next question Number 11, the measure of angle which represents swimming is what? Swimming where here? Swimming here, it's a force. Force of the circle, it will be 90 degree. Then question 11, he colored here this part reverse to swimming. Swimming this part reverse to 1 over 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 12. The following table shows the friction chicken reduction for reducing for 3 farms during October. Okay. You want to find the friction representing this third farm. Okay, third here you can find this friction here. Third by find half plus force, the result subtract from 1. Then you can write 1, subtract the sum of force and half. Then the difference between them, it will be force. Because force plus half, it will be 1. Or you can write 1, subtract force plus half, it will be 3 over 4. And 1 equal 4 over 4, subtract by 3 over 4. The result will be 1 over 4. It's the difference between them. It was question 12. Question 13. The circular degree that matches the friction of circular shaded part here. Okay, we have here how many parts colored? He colored 1 part from 3, then the friction here it will be 1 over 3 about question 13. And you want to find circular degree. Circular degree, it's meaning third product by 360. It will be 120 degree. The result here will be 120 degree because this part reverses to third of the circle, third of the area of the circle. Area of circle was 360 degree, third of 360 degree equal 120 degree. The circular degree that matches the friction of circular shaded. Question 14. The shaded part represent of the circle here. We have 1 from how many part of the total? The total part you can divide it 6 parts. It was question 14, 6 or 8. Okay, I will complete here question number 14. To clear this example, you must draw by your hand. And here draw here the half and this force and divide this part. And you can complete divide this part. And here you can complete this in the same straight line here and here, and then you can color this part reverse to 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Question 14, the result will be 1 over 8. Question 15, the opposite by the chart, the decimal fraction which represents the shaded part here, 1 over 4. Question 15, the result will be 1 over 4. He wants to convert from fraction to decimal number. 1 over 4 it will be 0.25. Or you can convert from fraction to decimal number by product by 25 numerator and denominator, because in denominator 25 times 4 equal 100 and 1 times 25 equal 25. Then the result will be 25 hundredths. Question 16, the opposite pie chart, the fraction present tennis equal half. Because the tennis here reverses to half of the circle. Okay, you can write here half about question 16. Question 17, the measure of center angle of a missing sector here. You can add them and subtract the result from 360. Question 17, you can write 360 subtract the measure of first sector 100 degree and second sector 120. 360 subtract by 220, write 0 and 6 minus 2 equal 4, 3 minus 2 equal 1. The result will be 140 degree. Question here number 2, choose the correct answer. Number 1, the circular degree of matches the fraction of circle that it shaded what? Question number 2. Number 1, we have here half. He colored half of the circles. Half product by what to find circular degree? Circular degree, it's meaning half product by 360. It will be 180 degree. Okay, this part reverses to 180 degree. Question number 2. Here the decimal fraction, that shaded part here, it will be fourths. You want to convert from fraction to decimal number. Fourths equals 0.25, 2500th. Question number 3. The measure of central angle which represents half of circle, it will be half product by 360, it will be 180 degree. Question number 4. The following graph is called what? We have here double, it's meaning what? Double bar. Question number 4, choose letter P. Next question here, number 5. Okay. 4, choose letter B. Question number 5. The measure of center angle of the circular sector that represents force of the circle will be force times 100. No, force times 360. The result will be 90 degree. Okay, force, it's meaning 90 degree. Question number 6. The shaded part which represent here, we have 3 parts colored. 3 parts colored from 4 parts. Then the result will be 3 over 4. Question number 6. The result will be 3 over 4. It was question number 6. The letter P. Question number 7. Question number 7, okay, 7. The missed part of the opposite pie chart here, we have 2500th and 3000th and 2500th. Okay, you can write here this part 2500th and 3000th. Okay, you can eat them and subtract from 1. Write 1, subtract the sum of circular here measure, circular angles. We can write 0.25 and 0.30 and 0.25. 1, subtract the sum of them. 5 plus 5 equals 10, 0 and carry 1, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 6, 6 plus 2 equals 8. The result will be 0.2. Okay, 0.2. 0.2, and I can 0 here behind it, never mind. It will be 2000th. Choose letter A to question 7. Question 8. Space is bounded by arc and 2 radii. We call it a sector. We call this a sector. Question 8. Choose letter P. 8, choose letter B. We call this a sector. This sector here bounded by 2 radii and arc. Bounded by, it's meaning about bounded, defining meaning that they determined. You can write in this question bounded or determined. Okay, a sector is bounded by an arc. This curve we called it arc. This curve we called arc. And this line segment radius, and this line segment radius. We have 2 radius, we called it radii, 2 radii, okay? The sum of radius is radii is sum of radius. Then choose letter B, a sector, we call this part a sector, is bounded by an arc and 2 radii. Question number 9, in the opposite figure, the fraction that represent the shaded part here, we have here half and 1 over 5. You can eat them and subtract the result from 1. 1 subtract pi here, half plus 1 over 5. 1 subtract by sum of them, write 10 in denominator, because the least common multiplication between 2 denominator equal 10. 10 divided by 2 equal 5. 5 times 1 equal 5. Plus 10 divided by 5 equal 2. 2 times 1 equal 2. Then I am going to find the difference between them. 1 subtract by 5 plus 2 equals 7 over 10. The difference between them. You can convert from here whole numbers to fractions. Write 10 over 10. Because you can find the result between 2 numbers if 2 denominators are likes. and then you can write 10 in the numerator. 10 minus 7 equal 3, then the result will be 3 over 10. Okay, the result here will be 3 over 10. About this example, you must choose 3 over 10, we choose letter C. Question number 10. The fraction which represent half of the pie chart, it will be 1 over 2. 1 over 2 will be 0.5. 5 tenths. Then question number 10, choose letter A. Question 11. The measure of angles which represent third of the circles, it will be third multiplication by 360. It will be 120 degree. Question number 12. The sum of measure of angles around at a point equal 360 degree. Question number 12. We choose letter D. Question 13. Data can represent by what? We can represent data by line plot, by graph, by ectograph, all of them. Choose letter D about question 13. We can use line plot, by graph, by ectograph, any of them we can use to find the data. Question 14. The opposite table chooses the favorite subject sum. So what is the fraction that represents science? We can find the fractions that represent science here by 8/5 and 3/5 and subtract the sum of them from 1. 1 subtract by 1 over 5 plus 3 over 5, right? 1 subtract the sum of them, it will be 4 over 5. The difference between them, it will be 1 over 5. It was question 14. Question 15. In the following table, what is the fraction that represents the blue color? Okay, look at the table here. You can find blue color by 8 over 10 plus 1 over 2, and the result subtract from 1. 1 subtract the sum of them, 1 over 2 plus 3 over 10. You can write 1 subtract by sum of them. 2 times 5 equal 10, 1 times 5 equal 5, write 1 subtract by 3 plus 5 equal 8, 8 over 10 subtract from 1. You can convert 1 here equal 10 over 10 to find the difference. 8 here subtract from 10, 10 minus 8 equal 2, and write 10 in the numerator, the result will be 1 over 5. Choose here 1 over 5 equal 2 over 10. Because 2 times 1 equal 2 and 2 times 5 equal 10, you must choose 2 over 10, letter E about question 15. Next question. Question 16. The opposite bar graph, bar chart. Okay, we have bar chart here represent the decimal of the sport activities. For some pupils, what is the most favorite sport? The most favorite here, football, because the ratio of footballs will be half. It will be 50% or half or 0.5. Okay, because he colored half of the circle. This sector reverses to half. This is the football. Choose letter E about question 16. Question 17. The fraction of lion site here. Lion. Okay, we have lion. You want to find the fraction of lion. Okay, we can find it how it's half. He colored half of a circle. Then the result will be half. Half it will be what here? Letter C about question 17. Next question 18 is the opposite figure. The fraction of football, it will be what? Football, it will be half. To choose letter D about question 18. Choose letter D. And here question 17 choose half. Question 19 is the fraction of the time that Ines spent is studying math. You can add all of them, subtract from 1, and you can write here question what? This example, not question 16. Okay, here you can write 1 in this example. Put 1, subtract by 3 over 10 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 4 plus base. Look, we want to find the numbers here. Subtract. You can write the least common multiplication between 10 and 5 and 4. It will be 20. 20, right? 20 and here 20. 2 times 1, 10 equal 20. 3 times 2 equals 6. 5 times 4 equal 20. 1 times 4 equal 4. 4 times 5 equal 20. 1 times 5 equal 5. And then write 20 over 20. Subtract by sum of them. Write 20 here. 6 plus 4 equal 10 plus 5 equal 15. 20 minus 15 will be 5. 5 over 20, it will be 1 over 4. Then the ratio here, it will be 1 over 4, fourth. Yes. Shows letter C. Question 20, the decimals that represent 1/4, it will be 0.25. This question number 20, 1 over 4, it will be 0.25. How we can convert this fraction to decimals by product by 25 numerator and numerator to be 25 over 100. Then you must put the point after 2 places. Question 21, circular degrees that matches the fraction of circles shaded part here. It will be what? You can solve this example by look at how many parts colored here. He colored one part. From how many parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 over 6. And he won't find here degree, circular degree. You can find circular degree by product this fraction by the measure of a cumulative angle of the circle, 360. Then the result will be 360 divided by 6 equal 60 degree. You can write 60 degree here, question letter C. Question 22, in the opposite figure, the measure of center angle of colored here, it will be force equal 90 degree. He colored here force part. Force part versus 90 degree. Shows letter C about question 22, 90 degrees. This part here, he colored force of the circle, the force versus 90 degree. Or you can write 360 divided by 4 equal 90 degree. Next, question number 3, answer the following. Question number 1, the following table shows the rate of score. We have the score here, and we want represent in pie chart all information. Okay, first here, excellent was 50 degree. 50, it's meaning what? It's half of the circle. It will be excellent. It was question number 3. Okay, excellent half 50. Because 50 subtract, we can write 50 over sum of all numbers. 50 plus 25 plus 15 plus 10, it will be what? It will be 100. Then 50 over 100, the ratio will be half. Then this part reverts to excellent, half of the circle. And what about good? Good was 25 over 100. It will be force. Force here, good. And what about buzz? Buzz was 15. 15 over 100. And what about weak? Weak was 10 over 100. 10 over 100, it will be 1 over 10. Okay, you can write 1 over 10 here, and we have numbers here, 15 and 10 will be 25 here, and 15 greater than 10. Then you can draw here 15 here, it's meaning pass, and weak here. This part greater than this part greater than, because the number of students which pass 15 and number of students which was weak was 10. Okay, understood? Next question number 2, represent the data here in the pie graph. Okay, we have 3 over 10 of excellent, 3 over 20, excellent and good, 1 over 2, 1 over 2, it's meaning 10 over 20. You can write the least common multiplication between two denominator. And pass was 1 over 4. You must write 20 in numerator. 4 times 5 equal 20, 1 times 5 equal 5, 5 over 10. And weak was week was 1 over 10. You can write 20 in numerator. 2 times 10 equal 20, 1 times 2 equal 2. Then you can draw a circle here, and we have 3 over 10, 10, 5, 5 here, 10, it's what? Half. You can draw here, so half, reverse to good. And pass a force. Force here, pass. And we will have 2 over 20 and 3 over 20, 3 greater than 20. 3 greater than. Then excellent, you must choose here 3 parts, and we have here 2 parts. Okay, this part greater than this part. You can divide it here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have here 3 parts and here 2 parts. Okay, this part reverts to excellent. Excellent 3 over 10. This part will be excellent, and this part weak. Okay, this part reverts to excellent and here weak. Next, question number 3. We want to represent this data here. To represent data, you must write the least common multiplication. Understood this example? Okay. Okay, here like the first question, but you must write the least common multiplication between them. We have here excellent 1 over 8 and good 1 over 2 and pass 1 over 4 and weak 2 over 16. 2 over 16 you can simplify it by divided by 2. It will be 1 over 8. And we have here 1 over 4. You can write it in numerator. Write the least common multiplication between all denominator here. 4 times 2 equal 8. 2 times 4, 2 times 1 equal 2. Because 8 can divide it by 4, can divide it by 2, can divide it by itself. Then you can convert half here, write 2 times 4 equal 8. 1 times 4 equal 4. Then we have 4 numbers. You can draw a circle here and put half of the good. The good here, half, and fourth was pass. And we have equality parts, excellent and weak. Excellent and weak. There are equality. It was last question.